All right, if everyone wants to find a seat, we'll, or if you prefer to stand, that's fine too. We'll get our program started here in just a second. I appreciate everyone coming out today. Thank you for being here. My name is Jeff Edwards. I'm the Dean of the Dale Bumpers College of Agricultural, Food, and Life Sciences. It's a great day to be a Razorback. We're here to celebrate our students and their many accomplishments over the last year. One of the great things about being dean is being able to host events like this where you celebrate our students, and it just reminds me of how bright our future is in agriculture. As we go through our list of awards today and achievements, you're going to find that our students in Bumpers College are very academically gifted. They do very well in classes, but what impresses me is the amount of service that they do. As you go through the awards today, you will hear about service activities, involvement, how involved our students are, and also I'm very impressed by how ambitious our students are. As we go through the awards, you'll hear some comments on future plans that some of our students have, and these folks are going to go on to do great things after they leave the University of Arkansas. So we're really proud. It's a great day to be a Razorback. Before we get started, I've got a few VIPs I'd like to recognize and some of our honored guests. First, we have Dr. D.Q. Fields, Vice President, the Division of Agriculture, and his wife Dana is joining us here today as well. You can hold your applause till the end. J.F. Mullenay, Director of the Arkansas Agricultural Experiment Station. John Anderson, Director of the Cooperative Extension Service, and his wife Alfie is here with us as well today. Mike Malone, where is Mike? He sat down here on the end. Oh, there's Mike. Mike is the Vice Chancellor for Economic Development. Thank you for joining us today, Mike. Colleen Briney, Vice Provost for Planning. I saw Colleen there. Okay. Anya Zayacek, Vice Provost for Faculty Affairs. Anya may be in traffic still. Backs up out here sometimes. Laura Jacobs, Chief of Staff for the Chancellor's Office. Hey, Laura. Natalie Emmons, Director of Strategic Academic Affairs. Leanne Pummel, Executive Director for University Development. And we also have Dan Miller, our Director of Development for Bumpers College. So if any of you brought your checkbook, or if you have some money that's burning a hole in your pocket, find one of these folks, okay? We have Finley Ragland and Darren Malone. They're here representing our alumni board, the Bumpers College Alumni Board. Jimmy Taylor has joined us. He's a member of our Dean's Partnership Council. Thank you for being here, Jimmy. And Chris Franklin, the grandson of Drs. Bob and Hazel Spitzy, has joining us virtually. There's Dr. Zayacek. Thank you for joining us, Anya. Let's give these folks a round of applause. Next, I would like to invite Dr. D.Q. Fields to bring greetings on behalf of the Division of Agriculture.
Thank you, Jeff, and good evening, everyone. My name is D.Q. Fields again. I bring you greetings on behalf of the Division of Agriculture, and welcome to the Don Tyson Center for Ag Sciences at the Milo J. Schultz Research and Extension Center. That's a mouthful, I know. But first, I just want to acknowledge Jeff Edwards for, this is his first one of these. He started just back in January, and, I had the privilege of serving as dean also, and I look at it as like a relay race, and so I ran my leg very strong, but I was very glad to be able to pass the baton on to Jeff. So I couldn't think of a better person to pass the baton to. He's really doing some great things, starting off, and excited to see where he'll carry the Bumpers College. So I just wanted to acknowledge him, but also just glad to be here and welcome the students who are here and be here to celebrate with you the accomplishments that you've had over the year. But Jeff also, I mentioned that, he's part of what I call our dream team of administration here. So glad to have him as part of this dream team. We're moving hard toward being the #1 division of ag in our region, and he's part of that overall momentum. But to do that, we also have to have you students who are out here. You know, we have to have #1 students to be the #1 division. And you know, from looking at the accolades that you've accomplished over the past year, we can see that we have that box pretty much checked. So I'm always excited to be here for these type of events, just because it inspires me to see the accomplishments that the students have had throughout the year and what they are doing. I can think of students who I saw 4 or 5 years ago, and also students that I helped recruit here, and kind of seeing you in this position is really exciting to see. You know, I want to say congratulations, but I always want to tell students a couple points. One thing I'll say is always dream big, but always work hard. You know, I think of a lot of people get the dream big part down, they leave out that work hard part. And I think that the accomplishment that you have received here means that you kind of have that work hard part down, but it doesn't stop here. You have to continue. And I heard the quote said that, you know, if you are trying to strive for success without working hard, it's like trying to harvest before you've ever planted. So the hard work is really that part of planning what you have to do to be successful. But again, just want to say congratulations to everyone who is receiving an award tonight. Thank you for all of our stakeholders that I see here as well. Thank you to the parents and friends who've come out to support. Look forward to having a great evening. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Fields. The first group that we would like to recognize are our students who made the Chancellor's List. Now, to make the Chancellor's List, you had to have a 4.0 GPA while carrying a full load of classes, at least 12 hours. And the second group is our Dean's List, which made at least a 3.75 GPA while carrying at least 12 hours during the semester. Now, those students are listed in your program. I would like for any of the students present who made the Chancellor's List or Dean's List, please stand so we can recognize you. Great work. So now I'd like to call up Lakin Rainbolt. She is the coordinator of undergraduate student recruitment, and she is the advisor to our Ag ambassadors, and she is a former ambassador herself, and she keeps these students busy.
I want to invite our Bumpers College ambassadors to join me on my right. As they come up, I just want to brag about them a little bit. So this group of students works really hard. He wasn't kidding when he said that I keep them busy. They're all probably rolling their eyes right now. So they work really hard to represent the college, serve as leaders, and really recruit future students. So when you guys hear about this huge incoming freshman class size, this is the team of people that you have to thank for that. Thank you, guys. So I'm going to call each of your names, then we're going to come over here, take a picture, and we're not going to cry. Right, guys? I'll cry if y'all cry, but we're not going to cry. Okay, Madison Estep. She was our fall lead ambassador. Madison is a senior agricultural education major. Yay! Caroline Cheek is our spring lead ambassador. She is a sophomore, environmental soil and water science and English rhetoric and composition double major. Skylar Angel, junior agricultural communications major. Kelly Duggins, junior agricultural education major. Molly Iwukamina is a sophomore food science major. Yay, Molly. Joshua King is a junior environmental soil and water science major. Abby Lunn is a junior food science major. Helen Verano Molina is a junior animal science major. Molly Parker is a junior ag business major. Noah Boggs Riley is a senior human development and family sciences major. Emma Richards, a junior animal science major. Jimena Rodriguez is a senior animal science major. Evan C. is a sophomore ag communications major. Abigail Slaughter is a sophomore poultry science and ag business double major. Max Smiley, a junior ag business major. Lizzie Trebu, a sophomore ag business major. Joshua Updegrove, sophomore ag education major. And finally, but absolutely not least, Carly Williams, a freshman ag communications major. And not attending is Abigail Norsworthy, a senior crop science and ag business double major. So please help me in recognizing all of this year's Bumpers College ambassadors.
Thank you, Lakin, and thank you to all of the ambassadors. Thank you for all your hard work. Now I'd like to invite Dr. Lisa Wood to the podium to present the Honors Program graduates.
Thank you, Dean Edwards. First, I'd just like to say it is a great day to be a Razorback, and if anybody had told me that I was wearing Kentucky's colors today, I would have changed my outfit. But no one said Calipari until I walked in this building. So, as the Assistant Dean of Student Success, it's my pleasure to highlight our Spring and Summer Honors Program graduates. So I would like to recognize them. I would ask that any of our honors graduates, I'll follow Lakin's lead and have you come up and stand on the right of me. Now. Yay. I would also invite Isabel Whitehead Adams to come up. She's going to call your names so that I can medal you. What would we call that? I can medal you. Yep, and we'll take our pictures, all right?
Wonderful. Thank you, Dr. Wood. I'm going to have to lower this even a little bit more. So I'm very pleased to be able to celebrate all of our honors program graduates' hard work, beginning with Brooke Bradford, an agricultural education, communications, and technology major, mentored by Dr. Jeff Miller. Next, we have Jonathan Bry, environmental soil and water science major, mentored by Dr. Chris Bry. I'd like to recognize Sydney Buford, an apparel merchandising and product development major, mentored by Dr. Unju Cho. Bailey Day, environmental soil and water science major, co-mentored by Dr. Austin Jones and Dr. Ashley Dowling. We have Hayden Dewey, an apparel merchandising and product development major, mentored by Ms. Stephanie Hubert. Next, we have Celeste Falgu, an apparel merchandising and product development major, also mentored by Ms. Stephanie Hubert. Next is Maddie Feuerbacher, an apparel merchandising and product development major, also mentored by Ms. Stephanie Hubert. We have Shaylin Frauenhofer, a food science major, mentored by Dr. Han-Suk So. Next is Sierra Gregory, an agricultural business major, mentored by Dr. Nathan Kemper. We have Carson Holler, an environmental soil and water science major, mentored by Dr. Scott Edelman. Next, we have Danielle Ilam. She's an apparel merchandising and product development major, mentored by Dr. Lance Shermy. Katie Jansen, an environmental soil and water science major, mentored by Dr. Christopher Bry. Olivia Larson, an agricultural education, communications, and technology major, mentored by Dr. Jill Rucker. We have Ailish Leahy, an apparel merchandising and product development major, mentored by Dr. Lori Apple. Christina Lim, an animal science major, mentored by Dr. Jing Zhao. Sorry, excuse me. Christina. We have Carly Malone, hospitality management major, mentored by Dr. Kelly Way. Anna Mathis, agricultural education, communication, and technology major, mentored by Dr. Jill Rucker. Anna Mays, food science major, mentored by Dr. Griffiths Atungalu. Anna McCartney, environmental soil and water science major and agricultural business, mentored by Dr. Brian Haggard. Next is Lily Miller, a hospitality management major, mentored by Dr. Kelly Way. Madison Price, agricultural business major, mentored by Dr. Jenny Pop. Noah Boggs Riley, human development and family sciences major, mentored by Dr. Jackie Mosley. We have Delaney Ringgold, environmental soil and water science major, mentored by Dr. David Miller. Timothy Dalton Roberts, agricultural business major, mentored by Dr. Jenny Pop. McKenna Sarles, who I believe was not able to be with us today, but she is an agricultural education, communication, and technology major, mentored by Dr. Christopher Estep. Braden Smith is an animal science major who is my mentee, and I also think that Braden is unable to join us today. Maddie Still, animal science, mentored by Dr. Yan Wong. We have Anna Schweitzer, hospitality management, mentored by Dr. Kelly Way. And last but not least, we have Chloe Tyner, hospitality management major, mentored by Dr. Kelly Way as well. And I believe Dr. Wood is going to say a few words.
Very few. So let's congratulate all of our honors graduates one more time. Also, I would like to emphasize that following each of those students' names was a mentor's name. And so there cannot be a successful student without a willing mentor. And so I want to personally thank everyone in the room who served as mentors of these honors students. We have more honors students in the Bumpers College than we have faculty members to mentor them. So it's really important that we as faculty step up to the plate and help mentor these individuals. If you were a mentor to any of the honors students who we just announced, would you please stand and be recognized? I'd also like to thank, on behalf of the honors program in Bumpers, Isabel Whitehead Adams, who just read all the names. She serves as the coordinator of the honors program, and Jody Davis, who's somewhere in the room. They're all pointing at her. She doesn't want to be recognized. Jody Davis, who does all of the paperwork and keeps me straight, which is quite the chore. And so without these two individuals, our Bumpers Honors wouldn't be as successful as it is. So thank you to both of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Wood. Get back to the right place here. All right. So now is the time in our program where we recognize outstanding seniors and graduate students, and these are awarded by each department to students who have excelled in academics, leadership, and service. The department heads will present those awards, and we will start with Dr. Mary Savin and horticulture.
Well, good afternoon, everyone, and it is certainly my pleasure to be here for the horticulture faculty and to congratulate all of you, all the students that are graduating, and probably more importantly, all the family members and the support that all the students have gotten. So we certainly are excited for you and appreciate everything that everyone else does for our students. It's my pleasure to announce the outstanding senior, master's student, and PhD for the Department of Horticulture. And those students are Katie Jansen, Sarah Pascal, and Alexander Silva Cordoba. So I'm going to start with Katie, and we know she's here because you might have noticed she was recognized for being an ESWS major. She's also a horticulture major. So Katie, if you will come up. Katie is, as you know, an honors student and a double major. She has received an impressive number of honors and recognitions, and because these students are so amazing, you can only pull out a few things to say about them. So Katie was a top 20 individual in the second place team for a judged pit for the national 2023 National Soil Judging Contest. She was first place individual in the first place team in the 2022 regional regional soil judging contest. She's held numerous leadership positions she's had for the last 2 years a leadership position with the Horticulture Club, and during the summer she's worked on health assessments with the Bureau of Land Management Properties and participated in research experience for undergraduates. So please help me congratulate Katie. Our next student that I'd like to recognize is Sarah Pascal. Sarah, if you will come up. Sarah completed her bachelor's in horticulture in 2022, and she's now completing her master's with Dr. Mike Richardson. Sarah's thesis involved working on a roadside native vegetation restoration project funded by the Arkansas Department of Transportation. She's investigating the ability of various prairie seed mixtures across different ecoregions and different planting dates with those and vegetation methods actually as well for the native vegetation. While going to school, she's been working in the department. She's presented her research to multiple stakeholders and at professional contests and conferences, and she is known and very much appreciated for her dedication, drive, and initiative and commitment to others and to the department. So let's congratulate Sarah. And finally, for our PhD student, Alexander Silva Cordoba. Alexander, there he is. Alexander has been working with Dr. Margaret Worthington, identifying genomic regions associated with flowering components in tetraploid blackberries. He's been developing molecular markers for multiple traits in blackberries, and he's helping implement genomic selection models for the blackberry breeding program. He was a visiting research scientist at Michigan State University before coming to us, and he was a research assistant at the International Center for Tropical Agriculture in Colombia for several years. He's an author and co-author of 5 peer-reviewed publications, and he is quite the world traveler. He has really an impressive resume of just different presentations and participation in different courses around the globe. So you should talk to him about all the places he's been. It's very impressive. Congratulations, Alexander. All right, at this time, I'd like to call up Dr. Lanier Nally with Ag Business.
Thanks. So I'm Dr. Nally. I'm the interim department head of agricultural economics. You can tell I'm interim because Mary's the newest department head. She has a permanent name tag. I haven't been given one of those yet. That might be a sign that I shouldn't be doing this for a career. But so I would like to honor 2 students. We don't have a PhD program. We have our outstanding senior is Eileen Masterson. Eileen, would you like to come up here? And our outstanding graduate student, our master's student, is Jillian Heineck. Jillian, where are you at? Are you here? Oh, there you are. Why don't you come up here as well? I'll embarrass you both simultaneously. How's that sound? So Eileen, I could go on a litany of things. She's been an officer in the Ag Business Club. She's been in Quiz Bowl. Her GPA is roughly twice what mine was when I was her age. But I think the thing that I remember the most about Eileen is I had a 15-year streak that I never thought would be broken in the University of Arkansas. She was the first undergraduate student who came to every single one of my 835 classes for agricultural development. So I feel like you should get like a medal of attrition for that, because I honestly thought that streak would never be broken. But I say that because that's how I'm going to remember Eileen, is she was smart enough to shirk the little things, but she never forgot. Vice President Fields said, dream big and work hard. Eileen has work hard in spades, and I think that's probably the environment you were raised in, and your parents. As a professor, Eileen would always address me as doctor. Most of the time I get hey, So I think our faculty is very appreciative, and I'm also the graduate coordinator in our department, and I'm so happy that you're coming to grad school with us next year. So Eileen, on behalf of our department, we're thrilled that you got this award, and my guess is in 2 years you'll be here getting the Outstanding Graduate Award as well. So Jillian, I'll have to look at my notes. It's embarrassing when your grad student has a longer resume than you do. But so Jillian, well, first off, she just took a fully funded assistantship for a PhD at Washington State. So all that hard work paid off. But Jillian, importantly for our department, was part of the case study at our national meetings and finished first place with that. That's the first time Arkansas had done that in, I was probably the Reagan administration, maybe. I mean, it's been a while, and it was a big deal for Arkansas, and she was a pivotal part of that. She has 1 published paper. She has a revise and submit, and she's about to submit another paper for a master's student that is wildly productive. She worked in Mauritius. I had to twist her arm for that, but I think she enjoyed it. She gave a public presentation in France and 4 other public presentations. Which is quite productive. I mean, that's almost like an assistant professor's resume. So thank you, Jillian, for the work you did here and putting up with Dr. McFadden and myself. And as a grad student, Jillian didn't have a choice. She had to come to every single one of my classes, but at least she smiled while she was doing it. So on behalf of the department, we thank you both. So. Carmen, who do I announce next? I'm sorry, the notes.
I think it's Wardlow.
So I'd like to invite Dr. Wardlow up next. Sorry, George, I should have seen the notes. Come on up.
Thank you, Dr. Nally. The Department of Agricultural Education, Communications, and Technology's outstanding senior is Madison Estep. Madison, come on up. If you look in the dictionary for service, you'll find Madison's photo. I mean, she is into everything. In fact, I don't know how she holds a job to fund her education, parents, but she's into everything. She has an ag ed concentration in our major. She's from Prairie Grove. She's been extremely involved throughout the entire AECT department, as well as the Bumpers College. She served as an ambassador for 3 years and the lead ambassador for 2 years. Served as an officer of numerous clubs, including the FFA alumni, the FFA alumni and supporters, the Sigma Alpha professional sorority. She was a senator for Bumpers College, and she is currently completing a student teaching internship and is on the hunt to become a high school agricultural educator. So if you have any connections with schools, she hopes to impact the future generations of agriculture students and lead them all to Bumpers College. And this is my favorite part because I asked her to contribute to the comments. She is my favorite E-step in my department. She didn't think I would say that. Our outstanding master's student is, I'm not even going to try, Elizabeth Abati. Is Elizabeth here? Ah, come on up, Elizabeth. Elizabeth is from Nigeria, and she earned a bachelor's degree in agricultural extension and rural development there. She joined us to pursue a master's degree in agricultural and extension education with an emphasis in agricultural communications. She served as the graduate advisor for the collegiate FFA alumni. She has served as vice president of manners for the college. She has received regional and national awards from research conferences, and I want to make sure I got this in here, was recently selected as one of the very few 2024 NACTA, that's National Association of Colleges and Teachers of Agriculture, one of the teaching award recipients. So she's helped with numerous classes in our department. She has received offers to pursue her PhD from at least 6 different universities, and will continue her academic pursuits, we just found out, at the University of Georgia this August. I think I photobombed that. Isabel Whitehead Adams is our outstanding PhD student. Isabel holds a BS in Animal Science from Sul Ross State University, an MS in Agricultural and Extension Education from the University of Arkansas, and will complete a PhD in Agricultural, Food, and Life Sciences with a concentration in AECT this summer. Her research explores cultural competence in post-secondary agriculture programs, student development, and teaching and learning. She currently serves, as you may have figured out, as the coordinator for honors programs in the Bumpers College, and she'd like to continue in that role when she finishes her degree. So. I now invite Dr. Dr. Mike Looper from the Department of Animal Science to present the next awards.
Thank you, George, I think. My name is Mike Looper. It's my pleasure to introduce the Department of Animal Science awardees this year. So our outstanding senior student this year is Jimena Rodriguez. Jimena is a senior from Fort Worth, Texas. She has totally immersed herself in campus life, holding the roles of president of Manners, a Bumpers College ambassador, as you already know, and an animal science student rep. Jimena has contributed significantly to research as well, specifically in the Meat Science Lab, where she was awarded a Bumpers Creative Research Grant for her project, Profiling the Meat Microbiome to Predict Beef Color and Shelf Life. Post-graduation, she's continuing her educational journey, Texas Tech University. How's that go? Just kidding. Texas Tech University in Lubbock, where she's dedicated to pursuing her MS degree under the guidance of Dr. Jared Legayco. So Jimena comes in the office and always helps herself to my candy in the office there. And she always reminds me that I'm her favorite animal science department head here at the university. And I remind her that I'm the only animal science department head here at the university. So congratulations, Jim. And somebody in that family makes great food, too. She brings me some of that food occasionally. Our outstanding master's student in animal science is Michelle Johnson. Michelle? Oh, Michelle's here. Very good. Michelle is from Stockton, Illinois. She's maintained a 4.0 GPA while actively participating in scholarly activities in the department. She served as a teaching assistant and currently holds the position of secretary in the Animal Science Graduate Student Association. She's been engaged in various research projects, including ruminant nutrition studies. Her focus currently is exploring alternative methods of finishing beef cattle and their impacts on live performance, carcass quality, and meat characteristics. Under the guidance of Dr. Daniel Rivera at the University of Arkansas Southwest Research and Extension Center in Hope, Michelle aims to blend her expertise in animal and meat science to pursue her career in the industry. I have visited with Dr. Rivera earlier today, and they've just had a recent field day down at Hope, what was it, last week? A couple weeks ago? And so Michelle presented at that, and he said her talk has garnered more interest from the community. He's fielded more, I don't know if you even know this, Michelle. He told me that basically folks have been calling the research station wanting to know more about her research, and so she's been a great addition to our department, and we look forward to great things, great successes from you. Congratulations. Gotta have those. Our outstanding PhD student in animal science is Samantha Howe Catron. Sam is a PhD student from Sulphur, Oklahoma. Under the guidance of Dr. Jung-Chao Zhao, her dissertation, Characterization of Bovine Respiratory Microbiota and Bacterial Interactions, focuses on developing probiotics to prevent bovine respiratory disease, or BRD. Sam's research has led to 1 provisional patent, 2 first author manuscripts, and 7 co-authored manuscripts. Dr. Molyneux, maybe get some tenure track position going on here. There you go. And multiple research abstracts. Throughout her graduate studies, Sam has received numerous accolades and awards, including the University of Arkansas Doctoral Academy Fellowship, the American Society of Animal Science National Young Scholar Award. Her career aspirations are to become a research professor specializing in utilizing the microbiota for animal health. So if you got a few minutes or a couple of hours, I would ask that you visit with Sam about her dog, Addie. and ask her specifically about when Addie ran off. And her husband Wyatt is back here. Wyatt just finished a DVM over at Oklahoma State last year. And so both of them shared in Addie's disappearance, and actually they recovered the dog. They found the dog alive. And so it's a very interesting story. But Sam is one of those unique students where she came from Oklahoma State as a BS and went straight through the PhD program. So 5 years with us. Yeah. And she's going to stick around and do, I think we can officially say this, she just, I don't know if we can. Okay, this is unofficial, but she's going to be doing, she's going to be, she's got a NEFA-funded postdoc coming up as well. So she's going to stick around with us for a couple more years. So, never getting, wait, that's okay. Congratulations, Sam. Now I invite Dr. Trent Roberts to the podium.
Thank you, Dr. Looper. So for those of you that don't know me, my name is Trent Roberts. I'm currently the interim department head of crop, soil, and environmental sciences. I can blame Dr. Edwards for that. So he moved up in responsibility, so I got stuck with his old job. My goal, if things go as planned, is to not have a speaking part in this event next year, right? So we're going to try to get this position filled as quickly as we can. So for crop, soil, and environmental sciences, our outstanding senior this year was Abigail Norsworthy, who we've heard her name a couple of times. So Abigail is a Arkansas native who double majored in crop science as well as ag business with a minor in marketing. And during that whole time, she maintained a 3.8 grade point average. Abigail was very involved in the department, undergraduate student clubs, as well as the Bumpers College Ambassador Program. She held many leadership positions in those clubs and excelled both in as well as outside of the department. Abigail was not able to attend today because she has actually started a master's program at Purdue University. So she's up there starting her graduate work. And similar to Dr. Wardlow, Abigail is my favorite Norsworthy in our department. So let's congratulate Abigail. So the crop, soil, and environmental science outstanding master's student is Tanner King. So I believe Tanner is here. So Tanner, come up here and join me. So Tanner is a native of Marion, Arkansas, and is currently a weed science student under the direction of Dr. Jason Norsworthy. Tanner's master's research focuses on management and control of Palmer amaranth in furrow-irrigated rice production systems. Tanner, as an undergraduate in our department, double majored in crop science and ag business, maintaining a 3.9 GPA, and currently has a 3.7 GPA for his master's. I think probably stats got you, maybe? A little bit. Yeah. So Tanner has been a key member of the weed science team, where he has co-authored or authored over 30 abstracts or papers during his master's program, and he placed in the top 3 in at least 6 different oral presentation competitions. Tanner placed 5th high overall in the Southern Weed Science Contest in the summer of 2023. I will tell a little story about Tanner. So being an undergrad in our department, he had to take my soil fertility class. So the one thing I appreciate about Tanner is no matter how much fun he had on Thursday night, he was always in my soil fertility class Friday morning. Now, whether or not he was awake, we won't ask him that, but he was at least there. So unfortunately, Tanner has decided to move south, and he will be pursuing a PhD at Mississippi State University in weed science under one of our former alumni, Jason Bond. So let's congratulate Tanner. So lastly, it's my pleasure to introduce our crop, soil, and environmental science outstanding PhD student, Dr. Carrie Ortel. So Carrie Ortel was one of my master's and PhD students. She recently defended her doctoral dissertation in February. During her PhD degree, Carrie maintained a 4.0 GPA and also received a micro-certificate in preparing for the professoriate during that time. Carrie was extremely active in our graduate student club, serving as president on 2 separate occasions. Carrie was very active, winning numerous oral and poster competitions, both at the regional and national level. Carrie was actually the instructor of record for our soybean production class last spring. And she was recognized with the American Society of Agronomy's Nelson Award for Soil Fertility Research 2 years in a row. Carrie is unable to be here today. She actually started as the Virginia Tech Soybean Extension Specialist last week. So she's 1 week on the job, and I haven't heard any major issues yet. So please, let's congratulate Carrie. I think she might have joined us remotely. So next up, I'll turn it over to Dr. Korth.
And thank you, Dr. Roberts. So the Department of Entomology and Plant Pathology's outstanding master's student is Jessica Ayala. Jessica, come on up, Jessica. And I'll just say, so both, we don't have an undergrad program in our department, but both the students I'm going to tell you about really exemplify service to others. I see that definitely in Jessica and our next recipient. But in addition, they're both doing really cutting-edge research, helping agriculture in Arkansas and beyond, and food production. So we appreciate all that they do. So Jessica works under the direction of Dr. Rupesh Kariat. She hails from Texas, where she came to our program after completing a bachelor's degree from UT Rio Grande Valley. And her thesis centers on how soybeans defend themselves from insects. She's an officer of our Isley-Berg Entomology Club and has helped coordinate multiple outreach activities. You might have seen her at the farmer's market or botanical gardens or your kids' elementary schools. She's been very active in those areas. She performs at a high level in the classroom, certainly, and in the research lab. And last fall, Jessica served as a TA working with undergrad students who are mostly coming in with a non-scientific background and really teaching them about the importance of insects and entomology and really agriculture and science. So congratulations, Jessica. So Andrea Sierra Mejia is our outstanding PhD candidate. Andrea works with Yannis Anatakis to characterize and understand plant viruses, especially in blackberries and in some other plants. So Andrea came to us with a bachelor's in biological engineering, and which she earned in her native Colombia. She's authored 3 peer-reviewed articles. She's earned recognition at local and regional and international levels. And as Dr. Savin said, it's hard to name everything, but I just picked out a few of these. So she did earn the Cass Science Communication Scholarship, and she was chosen as a participant in the Delta Symposium, which recognizes emerging leaders in agriculture. And importantly, and again, Dr. Mullen will appreciate this, she is a co-PI on a funded grant through the Southern Region Small Fruit Consortium. Andrea is well recognized as an active leader among our graduate students in our department, certainly, but really all over campus. So congratulations, Andrea. that, I invite Dr. Jam Sabaya to come up for the next awards.
Thank you, Dr. Korth. I am the Department Head of Food Science. I am delighted to announce the outstanding senior of the Food Science Department as Grace Morton. Come on over, Grace. Grace is a honors student graduating with 2 majors, food science and chemical engineering. If that's not enough, along with the 2 minors, Spanish and mathematics, with a near perfect GPA of 3.99. I don't know which course dropped you down. She has several study abroad experiences in Scotland, Ghana, United Kingdom. She has the undergraduate research experience in 3D footprinting in Dr. Ubeto Glory's lab. She is the chair of the Dream Big. Big stands for Believing in Girls, mentorship program to motivate the middle school girl students. In addition, she is the director of the Boss Hog Outfitters, which manages the career closet on campus. She also serves as a core cross-cultural mentor in welcoming new international students. Congratulations, Grace. Next, I would like to present the outstanding master's student in the Food Science Department, Lydia Rockers. Lydia, come on over. Her advisor is Dr. Hans Sok-so. Her research investigates how autistic kids perceive the different food products, the sensory perception of the food products, because the food is a big emotional thing for the autistic kids. And most of the food products are developed for the majority, not for the neurodiverse kids. So her goal is to develop the food products to support the autistic kids. She has already published 1 peer-reviewed publication with an impact factor of over 5.0 and presented posters in 3 different conferences. She received the first place in the oral research competition at the Institute of Food Technologists. She also received the second place in Terry Sieben Morgan Rice Research Poster Competition at the Rice Processing Program Industry Alliance meeting. She is the chair of the Sensory Science Club. She is actively involved in the Food Science Student Club and volunteers for various activities in the department, including FFA-CDE contest. Congratulations, Lydia. Next, I would like to invite Annegret Janach to receive our Outstanding PhD Student Award. Come on over, Annegret. Her advisor is Dr. Yajin Wong. She has already published 4 peer-reviewed journal articles as the first author. 1 paper is currently under review with the journal, and she expects to publish 3 more papers as the first author in 2024. So that's about 2 papers per year. So we have great graduate students like Annegret, and they are one of the reasons we rank as a top food science department in terms of research productivity in academic analytics. Thank you, Annegret. She represented us very well in 8 national and international conferences in great places like Netherlands, Greece, Belgium, and of course Fayetteville, Arkansas, presenting 6 oral presentations and 2 research posters. She will be attending 3 more national and international conferences this summer. So you have a great advisor. She received the Carbohydrate Division 2023 Best Student Paper Award from the Cereals and the Grains Association. Second place in the student presentation competition from the European Young Cereal Scientist and Technologist. And first place in the student research video competition from the Cereals and Grains. She is also a PI of a grant for $10,000 from the Cereals and Grains Research Council. She also collected data and helped her advisor, Dr. Wong, secure a $400,000 grant from USDA NIFA. She was a teaching assistant for the food analysis course for 5 semesters, and students always gave great remarks about you. In addition, almost every semester, every summer, she almost got an internship in major global food industries while being so productive in the research. So we are blessed to have a great grad students like Anna Gret. Congratulations. Next, I would like to invite David Caldwell from Poultry Science.
Thank you, JM. I'm Dave Caldwell from the Department of Poultry Science, and it's my pleasure this afternoon to identify the outstanding poultry science students of the year this year. The 2024 Poultry Science Outstanding Senior is Taylor Schubauer. Taylor is a senior poultry science major, also pursuing a minor in agribusiness. She's from Gibbon, Nebraska, and she's also currently completing a hatchery technician certification program from Des Moines Area Community College before she begins a commercial internship this summer with Simmons Foods in the hatchery. Following graduation, Taylor will pursue a career in the commercial industry as either a hatchery technician or a live production service technician with an integrator. Congratulations, Taylor. The outstanding MS student from Poultry Science is James Haguta. There's James. James is currently completing his MS research under the direction of Dr. Danielle Graham. His area of research focus is trying to identify antibiotic-free alternatives to enhance intestinal health in commercial poultry, and also controlling Enterococcus cecorum infection in commercial broilers, focusing on the hatchery. After completing his MS, James is going to stay with us and pursue a PhD, also under the guidance of Dr. Danielle Graham. And the outstanding PhD poultry science student this year is Josie Santamaria. Josie's currently completing his PhD under the guidance of Dr. Gisela Erf, working in the area of assessing local and systemic inflammatory responses and antibody production to kill salmonella vaccines in commercial strain chickens, specifically pullets and breeders. He is from Dolega, Panama, and after graduation, Josie would like to secure a position as a postdoctoral fellow and then ultimately transition to a faculty position where he wants to focus on poultry immunology. At this time, I'd like to invite Dr. Donna Graham to the podium.
Straighten it up here. From the School of Human Environmental Science, I'm really excited to congratulate everyone that's here, but most of all for our outstanding students. Our outstanding undergraduate this year is Noah Boggs Riley. Noah? Noah's a Human Development and Family Sciences honors student with a 3.9 GPA. He is described as the unofficial, undeniable, and uncontested student leader in a plethora of extracurricular responsibilities. He's been an active leader on campus, the founding president of the HDS student chapter of Alpha Epsilon Kappa. He's a drum major and the trombone section leader of the Razorback Marching Band. He's a Bumpers College ambassador. He's a member of several honor societies, including Phi Epsilon Omicron, and the founding member of Kappa Kappa Psi, which is the National Honorary Band Fraternity. He's an academic mentor with the Empower program. He spends volunteer hours with the Children's Safety Center and with Big Brothers and Big Sisters. Noah plans to enter the graduate school in social work this fall. Congratulations. Shannon Hart is our outstanding master's student for the year. Shannon. She has a 4-point GPA while studying human development and family sciences. She's been active in Graduate Professional Student Congress, All University Conduct Board, and the U of A Museum Advisory Board, as well as Alpha Epsilon Kappa. With over 100 hours of community service, Shannon's volunteered at the Beaver Watershed Alliance, Full Circle Food Pantry, Parks and Recreation, and Habitat for Humanity. She served as a graduate teaching assistant to cultural competency and multicultural families classes, and a research assistant, resulting in 3 national conference presentations and 1 journal article as a graduate student. She's been admitted to the PhD program in social psychology at Rutgers University, which she will begin this fall. Dr. Edwards.
Thank you, Dr. Graham. All right, let me get us back to our spot here. All right, next up are our college level awards, and I would like to invite Associate Dean Dr. Lona Robertson to come forward and present the awards.
Sorry, I have to adjust this just a little bit. I'm not quite that tall. And I'm even going to wear my glasses this year, so, it's a real change. All right. So good afternoon. It's my pleasure to introduce to you for our first-ranked senior scholars. First-ranked senior scholars are students with a perfect 4.0 grade point average who have earned all of their coursework at the University of Arkansas Fayetteville campus. This year, we have a record number of first-ranked senior scholars. We have 13. And if you are a first-ranked senior scholar, I'd like for you to start making your way over here to my right, and I will call your name, and then you'll come over and receive a little gift from Dr. Edwards. All right, first we have Owen Batter. Owen is an agricultural business major. Next, a name we're familiar with, Jonathan Bry. Jonathan is an environmental, soil, and water science major. Kaylee Calloway, hospitality management. Reese Johnson, animal science. Caden King, hospitality management. I'm surprised. Look at that boot. Are you working Smash tomorrow night? I am. Whoa. Okay. Anna Switzer, hospitality management. Daphne West, human development and family sciences. Now, you probably think that that's not 13. That's because we had several students who couldn't be here, so I want to quickly recognize them. John Edwards, Agricultural Business; Christina Lim, Animal Science; Heidi Merlot, Human Development and Family Sciences; Elena Scoggin, Agricultural Education, Communication, and Technology; Keaton Taylor, Apparel Merchandising and Product Development; and Maggie Williams, Human Development and Family Sciences. Let's give these students another round of applause. The next group of students I'd like to recognize are senior scholars. If you are a senior scholar, would you please make your way to my right, please? Now, senior scholars are students who have achieved the highest grade point averages while completing at least half of their coursework at the University of Arkansas, Fayetteville. This year, we have 12 senior scholars. And I'll slow down the reading. All right. First, we have Haley Anders. Haley is a Human Development and Family Sciences major. Next is Bryce Anderson, Agricultural Business. Grace Hewitt, Agricultural Education, Communication, and Technology. Natasha Hightower, Agricultural Education, Communication, and Technology. Anna Mathis, Agricultural Education, Communication, and Technology. Emma Mitchell, Agricultural Business. Tabitha Overman, Human Development and Family Sciences. Ava Smith, Human Development and Family Sciences. The following seniors, don't drop the hardware. The following students are senior scholars who were unable to join us today: Jewel and Daughtry, Birth Through Kindergarten; Conley Kessner, Agricultural Education, Communications, Technology; Miguel Montero, Poultry Science; and Brooke Rice, Hospitality Management. Let's give these students another round of applause. The next student we would like to recognize is our Presidential Scholar. This is the student with the highest grade point average after having earned at least 45 credit hours at the University of Arkansas and who still have at least one semester remaining in their academic career. This year, our Presidential Scholar is Lucy Skolma. Lucy, would you please come forward? Lucy is from Fayetteville, Arkansas, and is a food, nutrition, and health major with a minor in medical humanities. She is a member of the Honors College as an Honors College Fellow, an Honors College Ambassador, and has been on the Bumpers College Honors Student Mentor Team for 2 consecutive years and is planning a 3rd year this upcoming fall. She is a member of the Alpha Epsilon Delta Pre-Medical Honor Society and Order of Omega, and is in the process of pursuing research for her honors thesis. Lucy plans on working in a laboratory this summer at Washington University in St. Louis and hopes to attend medical school after completing her undergraduate degree. Congratulations, Lucy. The next awards are selected by a committee of faculty members who base their decisions on academic performance, leadership, extracurricular service, and the recommendations of faculty in the student's home department. The Dale Bumpers Distinguished Scholars Awards are presented to doctoral, master's degree students, and an outstanding undergraduate transfer student. This year, the Bumpers Distinguished PhD Scholar is Carrie Ortel, and we just heard Carrie is finishing her first week at Virginia Tech. Do you think we need to make a call and maybe see how she's doing? I'm sure she's doing great, too. But anyway, Ortel's research involves investigating in-season potassium management in irrigated soybean production systems to optimize yield and profit through site-specific recommendations. She's published research in peer-reviewed journals, AES reports, and extension fact sheets. She has assisted in submitting grant proposals to the Arkansas Soybean Promotion Board and Mid-South Soybean Board and the United Soybean Board. She's been busy. So let's give her a round of applause. Okay, the Bumpers Distinguished Master's Scholarship is someone we've heard from before, and that is Tanner Austin King. Tanner, would you please come forward? Tanner is pursuing his master's degree in weed science under the advisement of Dr. Jason Norsworthy. His master's research focuses on approaches to controlling Palmer Aramis and quantifying its influence in furrow-irrigated rice. Upon completion of his MS degree, he's going to pursue his PhD at Mississippi State, I believe I heard, and hopes to provide scientifically sound research ideas in the chemical industry or academic settings after graduation. Congratulations. The Bumpers Distinguished Undergraduate Transfer Scholar is Hannah Dozer. Hannah, would you come forward, please? Hannah is an animal science major, and she transferred to the University of Arkansas from Northeast Oklahoma A&M College, where she received an Associate of Science degree in Agriculture and Business Administration. Hannah is a proud member of the U of A livestock judging team, which keeps her very busy. Congratulations. Our next award is the John W. White Outstanding Student Award. The John W. White Outstanding Student Award was established in 1976 in memory of the first Vice President for Agriculture, John W. White. The purpose of the award is to recognize outstanding students in the Bumpers College. This year, the recipient of the John W. White Outstanding Student Award is Anna Mathis. Anna, would you please come forward? Anna was selected based on her overall achievements in academics and student leadership. Last semester, she studied abroad in Rome, Italy, and she'd previously taken a gap year to serve as National FFA Secretary, an organization that serves over 850,000 FFA members nationwide. Anna was also a Truman Scholar, and she plans to pursue graduate school and international food security projects upon graduation. Congratulations, Anna. All right, Andy, are you about ready? Okay, the next award is the Spitzy Public Policy Legislative Internship Scholarship. Doctors Bob and Hazel Spitzy established the Spitzy Public Policy Legislative Internship Scholarship, that's a mouthful, to provide support for a Bumpers College student to intern in a legislative or congressional office. We had planned to have with us Chris Franklin. Unfortunately, change of plans, so we have a recording from Chris, the grandson of Doctors Bob and Hazel Spitzy. And the recipient of this year's Spitzy Public Policy Legislative Internship is Lexi Dilbeck. Lexi, would you come forward while we play?
Education was always incredibly important to my grandparents, Bob and Hazel Spitzy. Starting from very modest beginnings, they each used scholarships and awards to help pay for their education along the way. And although they rose to notable prominence in their careers and found more comfortable economic footing along the way, they never forgot their roots and wanted to further pay it forward to students and faculty alike. excellence in the field of study. My grandfather, in particular, loved public policy and was always very proud to bestow this legislative scholarship upon rising student achievers. As such, we'd like to congratulate Lexi Gilbeck today. Lexi is the U of A recipient of the SPITZE Public Policy Legislative Internship Scholarship. This summer in Washington, D.C., she'll be interning for Ranking Member Senator John Boozman of the Senate Committee of Agriculture, Nutrition, and Forestry, before transferring to intern for Congressman Bruce Westerman, representative of the 4th District of Arkansas. She is majoring in agriculture communications with a minor in leadership and plans to graduate in May of 2025. Lexi plans to pursue a career in public policy with her knowledge of agriculture and communications in the pursuit of solutions for a better safety net in rural communities and the financial challenges facing today's farmers and ranchers in a global market.
Congratulations, Lexi. Our next award is the Stanley E. Reed Internship Award. The Stanley E. Reed Internship Award was established to commemorate the life and career of Stanley Reed, an alumnus of the Dale Bumpers College of Agricultural, Food, and Life Sciences, former University of Arkansas Board of Trustee member, past president of Arkansas Farm Bureau, and most importantly, a farmer and a father. The Reed Internship Award provides support for a Bumpers College student to work on real-world issues developed in consultation with the leadership of the Arkansas Farm Bureau. This year's recipient is Carson Frisbee. Carson, are you here today? All right, Carson. Carson is a food science, food technology major, and after completing his bachelor's degree, Carson plans on working in the food and agricultural industry. His goals include conducting research to improve food security, waste management, and nutritional value. He will intern with the Animal Nutrition Research and Development Division at Simmons Food in Siloam Springs. Congratulations, Carson. At this time, I would like to invite Darren Malone to the podium and Finley to come assist Darren.
Wow, well, it's a lot of great students, and I'm honored to be up here today. But DQ said something earlier caught my attention about hard work, and success is not only defined by hard work, but also having a vision and a dream. Just don't forget to chase it, and you'll be really successful. But my advice to all of you here today is, look around. The people that are around you today could be your parents, could be your teacher. They help you get to where you are today. So don't forget to thank them. And as you go throughout your career, don't forget to give back, because someone gave to you to get you where you are today. So on behalf of the Bumpers College of Finley and myself, we get to recognize 2 students today, and we're honored to do that. Our first one is a Bumpers College Alumni Society Rising Senior Award. The Alumni Society Rising Senior Award is given to a student who is enrolled into Bumpers College who maintains at least a 3.0 GPA or better. This student has also demonstrated leadership potential through involvement in campus, college, and also community activities. This year's recipient is Skylar Angel. And would Skylar come forward? A little bit more about Skylar. Skylar is a rising senior majoring in agriculture education, communications, and technology with a minor in event management and agricultural leadership. She also served as a Bumpers College ambassador, thanks to Lakin, right? Our second scholarship is our general scholarship. This scholarship is awarded to a student enrolled as well in the Bumpers College who is a senior that also maintains a 3.0 or better grade point, who's active in the college and also extracurricular activities. This year's recipient is Cadence Trosper. Cadence, would you come forward? A little bit more about Cadence and a rising senior majoring in apparel merchandising and product development with a minor in journalism. She is also a member of the Bumpers College Honors Program and the Fashion Apparel Board. She also volunteers at the Ronald McDonald's House Charities, which is awesome. This summer, she gets lucky to study abroad where she goes to Italy, so that's really awesome. Congratulations. Dr. Edwards, I'll turn it back over to you.
Thank you, Darren. All right. Well, congratulations to all of the recipients today, and thank you to all of the faculty and all of the parents and everyone else who have supported these students. You deserve a round of applause as well. Just a few additional groups I want to thank, and I'll thank them as a group because if I start mentioning individual names, I'll leave somebody out. We have the Honors and Awards Reception Committee who planned this event, as well as the Bumpers Dean's Office staff. They are the ones that made this event happen, and I am certainly appreciative. We have Andrew Metzel of Agritech, who helped us with our technology today. Allie Speed, who is the events manager here at the Don Tyson Center for Agricultural Sciences. We have Larry and Diane Bowden of Briar Rose, who provided the catering that we are going to enjoy in just a moment. As you came in today, you may have noticed that the chairs are a bit unique. They're different. That's because we have an event here tomorrow night, SMASH, which is put on by our hospitality students. Dr. Way is back there in the back. I think she said she has about 5 tickets left if anyone is interested. We also have our on-clothe event coming up at Crystal Bridges. I don't see Dr. Hickson. Dr. Apple was here. Dr. Graham can hook you up if you're interested in buying some on-clothe tickets. So thank you, everybody, for coming out today. I'd like to invite everyone to join us in the gallery outside of Waldrop Hall for refreshments. And thank you again. Safe travels.